adaptability is something which you don't have a choice about. Our foundation is getting to know the bike, then getting better at skill, then fighting with the other riders on the track.
Not having someone in front, I can take my own lines, try to push at every corner. But if there is someone in front, then shadowing happens. Where when I see that he's doing it, it gives me confidence that, oh yeah, even I can do it, and I'm also a little faster.
So skills was not something I was really focusing on, it was adaptability.
We're back at the Curry Motor Speedway in Coimbatore for round 2 of the Continental GT Cup.
Let's go!
Three races, 10 laps each, so 30 laps in one weekend is going to be hectic because we are getting one set of tires.
It's strategic. Riders get to play with their tires more now. Let them all put their learnings in the bike.
This time round, we've also tied up with a new suspension provider, K-Tech.
What we did was fitted K-Tech cartridges, more designed towards use on the track, allows more adjustability.
With this K-Tech, without doing anything, just going on the track feels much easier to ride.
From the previous time we rode the bike, I feel the suspensions are actually helping a lot. Even if you push, it's trying to correct your mistakes and it's really helping.
Really good that Royal Enfield is providing us with a really good suspension K-Tech.
Qualifying grid position is very important.
For qualifying, I am very clear that I'm going to take the first lap as fast as I can.
How do they decide which position you are going to be in quali? Oh, it's just single people.
So I
single
had
people laps,
done
right?
3-4 good push laps. So I was clean. Nobody was faster than me. I wouldn't say it was my 100%. I was not happy with all the laps. I did some 3 fast laps.
Everything was good. I was confident enough and I was fast enough.
Not as expected, sir. It's very calm. Seeing Lokesh, he's very calm. I don't know, it doesn't feel like it's fully back to form. I can see that others are a little faster than me.
The dot compliance of what they need.
I knew I did better. It's almost a 2.5 second increase over what I did in the practice. I want to leave with a podium today.
We've got some riders back in the 116s. Kayan Patel did a 116 today in qualifying.
Yeah, it was smooth. Like I decided, I'll do 3 laps, I'll
One
come in.
point where you feel so much power.
For this round, I obviously want to be on the podium because I know I'm not that far away from these people.
When someone else talks about it. Man, what a man game, bro. That's crazy, man. It's like a proper James Bond scene.
I have a dream, and the dream is to go around the world on a motorcycle. I started off slow by just maybe going to the neighboring countries, Bhutan, Nepal and stuff like that.
I started off slow by going to the neighboring countries.
Yeah,
Oh yeah,
as
this
of
made me
today,
laugh also.
I've
I'm like, how am I ugly village?
traveled
I'm
about
listening,
32
yeah.
countries.
Now we go to Pushkar. Yeah, he just said neighboring countries.
I've done like about 5 continents till now. I have put more than 4 lakh kilometers on the road.
I was like, he's going say neighboring villages or neighboring cities?
This is my garage.
Sita country.
This is basically what I
So nice,
aspire it to be my man cave. This would be my relaxing place. I come work on my motorcycles. I come clean, detail them. Every Sunday morning is a motorcycle day. That makes me feel still alive. My brain calms down, I decompress. So it's just me time. For me, there is one space in my garage which I have kept vacant, and I know definitely one Royal Enfield is going to come stand there. Continental GT is a motorcycle which I personally find it to be very, very, very pretty. Forget about the way it rides, forget about the engine, the power, everything. I can just sit and look at the damn thing. So I have told myself that if I get a podium on the Continental GT Cup, I am going to walk into that showroom straight and then buy myself a motorcycle.
I'm trying to not think about it as race day, just to avoid the chills.
The track is smaller. Being a 10 lap race, by the 6th lap at least the slowest rider is going to be overlapped.
If you're a pro, if you already know how to overtake an amateur, it's going to be a gamble.
In the amateur grid, the top two contenders seem to be clearly Yogesh and Joring. Hopefully Joring gets the better of him at times. I mean, we're basically looking for some good competition and good fun racing.
This is one of those special moments. Each on the track, we are really going to commence into mighty action.
So first 3 laps I was there running with them.
My launch was good. I went close, and when the whole bunch was closing up, I completely rolled off, went to the last position.
The pro race was really interesting. We had a bunch of 5 guys in the lead out battling it out. The lead out pack was Kayan, Jagdish, Surya, Navneet and Rohan. They were really close for the first half of the race, all 5 of these riders.
I had immense confidence and I made moves where a lap times also increases and also other rider doesn't suffer.
Yeah. It's all in sync. See that?
It was a very first time for me starting from pole.
They overtake
So
on
I
corner.
got really nervous.
You can't do it on
I
straight.
messed up by becoming too defensive in the whole race.
Going straight and going fast.
I wanted to attack Surya and Kayan in last 2 laps and try to get that podium, but blue flag rider in C3 and also yellow flags cost me a lot. I don't know, Rohan was on fire, really happy for him.
I enjoyed a lot, lap by lap. I catch one people after other. After so long, catching up these guys are really happy.
So far in the GT Cup, the smallest gap we've had at the finish was 2,000th of a second, but today's race has broken that record. The gap between position 1 and position 2 was 1,000th of a second.
I was actually looking at his tire. His best tire is in front of me or my tire is in front of him. And he was looking at me, I was looking at him. But I thought I had a negative button. I was searching for buttons.
No, they come.
It was an amazing photo finish. We all saw
There
it.
was good sportsmanship though. Okay. There was little funky because nobody did something stupid so that somebody loses.
No idea. It was a
They
photo
would have
finish.
fought. They would have broken
No
it.
idea.
This was some other kind of like, some other setting.
No, here also they would have.
Please, Ryan, please.
Gentlemen.
Let's wait till the results come. Then
They would have fought.
I will enjoy it.
First, to be in
P3 Johnson, P2 for Yoring, and finally P1 for Yogesh. On P3, we've got Surya. We have Rohan for P2. And finally, Navneet on P1 after a very exciting race.
Compared to any of the races before, this was probably like a confident attempt. I would say. I wouldn't say it's my best attempt. It was a very confident attempt.
Dipankar has in fact upped from his 7th in qualifying and he finished 4th in the amateur class. So that was a progress for him, which is I think surely a boost considering how he was in round 1.
My mom always told me, like, you barely learned how to walk and you always wanted to run. I think ever since my granddad got me my first cycle and the first time I learned how to balance, it just became like a good feeling. Like, I don't even know how it happened. I didn't even know how to ride a geared bike until I was 21, because in 21 I was in college. That's where a friend taught me. So the GT Cup for me honestly was about an experience that I have not had before. I know how I can maximize the capability of the bike, and I know how I can maximize my control on it. And that is what was the real essence of the GT Cup for me. Without balance, this is not possible. If I have to do this, I have to make sure my time at work is well applied to. If I have taken an off, it is just for this. And I know it's going to be a Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Monday morning, I'm going to be back in the office. This is my reset.
They didn't do that. It's a best bike.
No. Sad.
The coke, man. Oh yeah, I got the coke. Shit. Yeah, we forgot about that. They took so much content. We'll ask them to send it to us. Yeah.
Good morning, Yogesh.
Very good morning.
So what all do we have today? So we have 2 races, one in the morning, one in the afternoon.
Today we have 2 podiums.
Not featured.
And 2 races.
I'm excited.
Quite nervous, but still doing.
I'm starting third today, and there is touring right in front of me. So the idea is to overtake him before I reach Seema.
You know, we have this term called send it, like full send, bro. So the full send is going to happen today on the first race, and I'm going to make sure that at least I have enough energy for the second one.
Now the most important part of the race is always the start. You get yourself to start, get into position, and you're able to attack turn number 1.
Launch to C1 was amazing. I started P4, entered the race at P3. So it was a good start. It was a tough fight with Rohan from start to finish.
Every lap I could just hear the sound of giant bike right behind me. Like he could have overtaken me anywhere. I closed the ground pretty much. In 8th lap I was in the attacking zone, but I got stuck with the amateurs. So all my effort, all my push went vain. I'm happy with the pace, but I want more from myself. This isn't enough to win the race. I stayed calm as much as I could, and I finished the race first. I'm just tired and happy.
Finally, on the podium after 3 races. Was a tough start, but yeah, I'm back.
Yogesh seems to be in a league of his own when it comes to the amateur. He's way ahead. He's just winning the races, which is great. He's got a great run.
Johnson told me you're third. So from there to here, I'm thinking, oh my god, I'm third. Here I came and like, nobody's giving me any bow. I think wrong call.
I was running third,
They showed me a yellow first, then double yellow, and then there was a red flag.
There was one little controversy. There was a red flag which was mistakenly put out by a marshal.
So I saw the red flag and I pulled him because that's what you're supposed to do when the red flag is shown.
He shouldn't be penalized for obeying the flags, right? So I'm like, swap positions because it should be fair.
The ideal thing should be that I should be given the third place and then everything else should follow is what I expect.
So we went into race control, we had a discussion with them. So basically what's resulted is that Johnson gets to retain his third place.
Thank you very much. There's a change of plans. This belongs to you.
Thank you.
We still have one more race. So I'm going to give you like competition then.
Yeah. Sure, I expect some.
Yeah. Just being on the podium, right, gave me the confidence. Now I'm going to push for the podium.
They let me keep this.
Kayan has been an amateur last year.
So
He's a pro this year.
they waved the
He's
red
got a
flag for
teammate
that
who's an
guy.
amateur.
But
I'm
you-
sure he kind of relates, a bit to what Joring is going through right now.
Finishing second for the first time in the Pro Series right now. It's great to see my teammate also to finish on the second place. We are gathering a lot of good points right now.
So I've been speaking to Rohan after every time he goes on the track and he comes out, he tells me like this pressure's working, this is not working. I was telling him what I was doing and he was telling me what's possibly better.
I think we're on the good lead. He's on the podium. I'm also on the podium. I think we're a good match. I'm also helping him a lot. He has improved a lot.
लगता है ट्विन पावर ट्रॉफी ले जाओगे?
Sarur, the way we are going, I think yes.
This is the third and last race of round 2 for the Royal Enfield Continental GT Cup, and we're really looking forward to it. It's going to be exciting.
This is where the tires that really put in all the hard work again. And we are about to go on full throttle.
From lap 1, those guys were right there and I think I overtook Navani in C2 after C1, C2 and had a big movement in C3 and again lost it to Navani. I saw Navneet, Rohan, Kayan battling it out. It was hectic. I was so much in pressure, but they were fighting with each other, which is normal. I was already gaining on them, so I gained a bit faster.
Rohan and Kayan were actually battling it out until Kayan had a crash. So this resulted in Rohan coming second, and Jagdish was the lucky one who got the third spot on the podium thanks to Kayan's misfortune.
I was struggling the entire weekend and tires were gone. These are the best in India actually, and being with them and fighting with them for P1, P2 is really hard and I'm pretty satisfied.
For the P3 position, we have Prashant. For P2, we have Joring. And in P1, we have Yogesh.
The good thing was to note that the midfield in the amateur, there was a lovely battle between Avinash and Dipankar.
There was a phase none of us were giving up. I think we overtook each other multiple times. And it was really, really fun.
And these guys were at each other's necks for a while until towards the end. Apparently Avinash had to deal with increasing fatigue and tire wear, so he says.
At every end of every straight, small voice starts in the head saying later, later, later. It getting louder and louder and louder, and in the end it was like stop now. It's crazy feeling. That I guess that's what race is all about.
Seriously, man, I think we had a race of our own,
It just goes to show that these guys are getting more and more confident and comfortable with the GTR 650, with the track, with racing, and their racecraft is improving.
Yeah, when I started with the zonal selections, I was at the bottom end of the riders. I have kept pushing and I see a lot of progress from race 1.
I'm thinking to get my timing near like 17 or 117 or 18. Today it was my fastest, 119. I can now focus more over fearing more. As much as I see myself getting over the fear, I see myself getting better.
Even the race launch when it's red lamp, so my heart used to race. I could feel my heartbeat pump in my nerves. So that's not there anymore. So I'm way more relaxed and composed. Now I am really motivated. I am looking forward to the next race. I think I will really come back stronger.
So now with the last 3 races that are to come up in round 3, we can expect better and better racecraft even from the amateurs, which ultimately leads to even more good racing, more pure sport.
Round 3, here I come.
Man, nice videos, man.